Hey, it's Vampire Logan here. We are playing our episode 2 of Curse of Strahd. We have arrived in the world of Ravenloft, right? Is it still called Ravenloft?
Barovia is the name of the world.
Barovia. Okay, we're in Barovia.
Barovia.
We went through the mists, and we're now in the area. We're heading to the town of Barovia, where we just arrived.
Just arriving there. Yep.
And we were chasing a werewolf that had gotten away from us. That was, I don't know. What were they doing? Just killing people? Taking their stuff?
They were
Killing
attacking
They were laying a trap for us.
They were trapping people, yeah.
Wanton skullduggery.
I mean, I don't think the trap was for us. I think the trap was for anyone who wandered into it.
And it just
ideally, it wouldn't have been you, because you guys were tough enough to...
We killed the wife.
Yes, but listen, you know, I guess the wife could put the note somewhere, but it kind of seemed like you'd almost have to get the note over her dead body, so which we managed to oblige.
Yeah, that was weird.
We arranged.
And the other guy got away, and he ran into the mists. We followed him into the mists, and now we're stuck in this domain.
Mm-hmm. And plus, you had a long conversation with one of the locals as he rode on his carriage.
One of the gypsy guys.
Yes, he kind of wore our ears out.
Yeah.
Romani.
Yes, and before we go into the session, I'd like to take us back again and ask the group, which two of you were the first two that teamed up, and how did you meet?
Question.
I think we already established that.
Wasn't it
the wolf?
Cora and Fallon then? Because I know my dad's character or Filbert is just kind of there for the ride, right?
Yeah, and he candidly wouldn't be the sort of person that someone would want to follow for a long time, unless it was simply out of morbid curiosity.
What's going to happen next?
I gotta get your character names on here too.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Shabaka and Ramses. I'm not really that clear, or I don't really remember completely why you decided to follow Fallon.
I think for Shabaka, it was he was like kind of a loner in the forest, and I was thinking something you were doing there was something to do with your vengeance.
That's everything's just about her vengeance.
Yeah, so he was kind of intrigued by that, and you kind of befriended him, and he doesn't have any friends that aren't animals, and so you kind of are in between.
I will say, Fallon is not exactly friendly.
But you're more animal-like than most people, so he
That's
kind
true.
of gravitated towards you as a stepping point to making friends that are not animals.
So maybe Shabaka and Fallon met first.
Yeah, and
I'd say it's definitely
Ramses
Fallon and someone.
Yeah, Ramses is actually hunting a necromancer that's bringing back the dead. So he's traveling pretty much anywhere there's undead. So looking for vampires is one of those things.
Yeah.
And I am proving that I'm a good investigator, because I know I am.
Yeah, so it's Shabaka and Fallon first?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
And then Cora?
Yeah, that sounds... Cora
sounds
Ramses,
about right.
probably.
Yeah.
And then they find this homeless former Waterdeep guard outside the gates.
In a pub.
In a pub.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cora and Ramses could meet each other first. Like they're like exchanging notes, being like, "Hey, I have a prophecy that says I need to go to this place to find these people or something." He's like, "Oh, I think I'm one of those people."
Yeah, exactly. That sounds right.
That sounds about right.
You guys were just hanging out in the pub saying like, "Man, it's pretty good, but I think we really need a fifth." And Felden just overheard you.
Filbert was like, "I need to go."
I just opened up a fifth. Here we go.
Opened to 1050.
Tomorrow is Whiskey Wednesday, and the next day is Whiskey Thursday.
Indeed.
But tonight is Marshmallow Stout Tuesday.
And then there's Whiskey and Beer Friday.
Maybe it's already Wednesday here.
What about Tequila Tuesday? It goes with tacos, you know?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so we've got an order of operations there.
That sounds like a rough
That,
week.
I was going to say, this isn't which order do you kill them off in, too, is it?
Have you heard of the Muffin Man?
He lives on Drury Lane.
Yes.
That's him.
Um,
I don't know if your name's gonna fit on here, but Soupy.
What?
Just put Ramses. That's fine.
Oh, that's yeah. You can just say the
Make
first
it
name
right
if
there.
necessary because
Just call him.
Yeah,
Just
it's
call him
Yeah, I mean
Pharaoh.
Fallon has
Just
a last
barely
name, but
fits.
you don't need to put it.
yeah. Same with Cora because she has 2 last names. It's hyphenated and long.
Fallon has one name and it's pretty long.
They had hyphenated
I'm gonna
names.
find
back
my
then?
ugly orc picture on there
Hyphenated.
instead of my known
Back then,
tinkerer.
it's fantasy. You can do whatever you want, baby.
True.
Okay. Tall shapes loom out of the dense fog that surrounds everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence except for mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance. Bring us back to
Hey, this sounds like Waterdeep. Dockboard.
the Waterdeep of crying.
Yes.
That's why it's
Fun.
called Waterdeep.
And you guys are entering.
That's how many
some-
tears.
Let's see here. We enter at the far south,
Far east.
far
So
east.
over here.
Ah, there.
Yep.
Ah, yes. There we go.
And I should drop.
We enter this delightful little town. It brings back fond memories.
Looks
And
Many a
very
caper that I
gloomy.
investigated in the dock wards on those gloomy nights.
I'm gonna drop Phelan on the map to represent your group.
Hey, that's me.
Hello.
Big and
Okay.
strong.
So there's not much going on. The
Oh,
houses as you pass them are quiet mostly. It's kind of coming in around dusk
Okay.
because it was getting actually it was after dusk when you guys left. So it's actually probably nighttime already as you're here. And
Before we were abandoned by our friends, would they
Mhm.
tell us where to stay for the night to point us in the right direction?
There's a tavern in the middle of town.
Okay.
Okay. What's the
I mean,
name
we
of
could
our
just camp.
friendly neighborhood watering hole?
It is called Blood of the Vine Tavern.
Uh,
A bit on the nose.
Yeah. That's like
delightful.
almost as bad as
Maybe.
the Red Vampire Inn.
It sounds like my kind of place, actually.
If
I
we wish
assume
to
that
camp,
with a name like that, they have, well, bloody fist fights and stuff like that, and a fighting pit, and, you know, a great place.
well, we can camp if we wish, Fallon.
It's
Camp?
true.
Not when we have warm buildings to sleep in.
I'm not very comfortable in cities, but whatever you
I
guys want
think
to do.
it might do us good to at least see what it has to offer.
I bet there's plenty of merrymaking here.
Um,
We just have to go into the
Well-
right place.
The only sound you hear here is not merrymaking.
it's crying.
It's
Just an owl hooting.
I
there
will-
is literal crying coming from somewhere kind of
I
to the
I
west
will
of
see
you.
if I can find out where that's coming from.
Okay. As you guys head towards the west, you reach what should be the center area of the town. From here to the north, you can see the a sign. Let's see. A single shaft of light thrusts illumination into the main square, its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs precariously askew, proclaiming that this is the Blood of the Vine Tavern. And then to the south of where you are, you see the sparse light from this building spills out from behind drawn heavy curtains. A sign over the door, creaking on its hinges, reads, Bildrath's Mercantile. And it sounds like the weeping is coming from the building beyond the Mercantile, slightly further south.
Fallon's hand is on the handle of her rapier, just in case.
I bet someone's food didn't agree with them.
Yes. Head towards that. So is it the brown building is the mercantile?
Yes, that's right. The brown one that's kind of shaped like a sideways T.
Yes.
And then
Okay.
beyond that,
Head beyond.
Did I ever tell you about the time where a sandwich had me crying? I
a
bet this is
moaning
the same.
sob floats through the still gray streets, coloring your thoughts with sadness. The sounds flow from a dark two-story townhouse. This house is boarded up and barricaded, apparently from the inside.
Do you think this town has a problem with, well, vagrants, stuff like that? I mean,
Or maybe
someone,
whoever's in there doesn't want to come out.
Or maybe they're
maybe
hiding from something.
they're a victim of a crime. You never know.
Hmm.
We should look.
Knock on the door.
It's boarded up. You knock.
Well, it's boarded from the inside.
Sobbing, as you knock on the door, the sobbing pauses for a moment, but then it just resumes as it was before. It doesn't appear to be moving or getting closer to the door or any louder or quieter.
Is
Does
it?
the voice sound masculine or
I
feminine?
was just gonna ask the same thing.
Feminine,
Or young or old? Like a child or like an adult?
an adult.
Ma'am, is there something we can do to help?
It's a little sniffle, but then just goes back to wailing again.
Sounds like they're mourning something. We should leave them alone.
Fallon's ears twitch. She's like, fucking.
Go. Sorry, Bildrass open?
Yep.
Why don't we go into Bildrass and see if they know who is the
Bill.
neighbor?
Okay. Yeah, the door is a heavy curtain, and you guys head in, and inside there is a bunch of the normal stuff that you'd find from the player's handbook, but only the cheap stuff. And each of the items are clearly labeled with a price on them, and the prices are very high. Higher than
Only
you'd
the
expect them to have been.
only the cheap stuff we can afford at prices we cannot.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Is there a
Um,
merchant there?
he is, yes. Oh, hello. Oh, my, strangers.
Oh, hello.
Oh, look at you. How about that?
And they just get stranger
Hi.
and stranger.
Please do not be
Sir?
alarmed. I am friendly.
Oh, good. That's a welcome change around here, I must say.
Oh.
I'm not.
Well,
Fallon.
you will fit in very well, I'm sure.
Who
But,
we noticed that your neighbor seems to be in great sorrow.
yes.
Could you tell us why?
And
Is
I'm
there
pretty sure
something
it's
we
not
can
my
do?
friend's cherubic demeanor.
She had a daughter, you see. We didn't know. She kept her daughter hidden away for many, many years. But eventually when she reached a certain age, she didn't want to be cooped up in the house anymore, and well, I gather she ran away.
Oh, I would have run away too. Yeah.
It sounds like
Yes,
hell.
well,
Well,
we do what we must to keep people safe around here, but well, obviously, Mary went a little bit too far.
Give her a knife and
Is this
show her where to stab. That's how you freaking keep
is this the
someone
one
safe.
who ran into trouble with a vampire?
Oh, no, I don't think so. Not that I've heard, anyway. The only trouble I've heard about with the vampire is up at the Burgomaster's place. Rest his soul.
And he, recently died.
Oh, it's been a few days now. Yeah, a few days ago. That's right.
Days. Oh my god. Okay.
And they've buried him, hopefully, by now.
I think they're still working that out. Not
You.
yeah. Yes. Most unfortunate circumstances there.
What were the circumstances?
Oh, well, his daughter was attacked. Their house was attacked a few times by servants of the devil Strahd. But to my knowledge, they've kept everything safe there. But the poor fellow couldn't handle it, and he gave up. His old heart gave out, putting up with the stress of it all.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Heart
Weird.
attack.
So, I'm curious, are we inclined to talk or find out about the crying woman next door? Weird that she kept her daughter penned up. Of course, I'd be mad and leave too. But it does make you wonder why.
Or
People
just are most of the people here
often-
human?
Some people have bad parents.
Some-
Yeah, or react weirdly to outside stresses like dangers. Like, we've been hearing about this vampire critter.
Yeah, some towns have bad creatures.
Easy to judge. Obviously, Mary went too far, or maybe she'd still have her daughter with her. But yeah.
Is there a
let's-
rumor to where she might have escaped to?
No, I'm afraid not. Um,
No aid, I suppose.
Nobody saw her go, really. Mary went out for supplies, came home, and nobody was really sure where she went. She's
Has
been
the
distraught
house
ever since.
always been boarded?
Yes, yeah, pretty much. There's a way to climb out from the second story, but she was always concerned the creatures would come for her and for her daughter, of course.
Of course.
Has this been an ongoing thing? Creatures coming?
It is persistent. It's always something. Our people are always being picked off one at a time, sometimes by Strahd himself, sometimes by his servants. It's a very dangerous place to live.
What kind of servants does he have?
Oh, wolves, bats, ghouls,
These
other dead
animals serve him
creatures.
willingly?
Pardon?
These animals serve him willingly?
You never can tell. Doesn't really make much difference if it's willing or not, though.
Hmm.
They
Hmm.
either under his control or under their own will, they spy for him
Like
and
they're
keep an eye on
compelled
his
or
lands.
slaves or something?
Wonder if I
He
can
has that
convince him to
ability.
leave.
Yes, you don't want to be there when he stares into your eyes. He can make you do outlandish things.
Oh. He can hypnotize people?
Don't know what you'd call it, but yes, if he knocks on your door, don't even look outside. Don't even look outside after dark. Because he needs an invitation to come in. But
Oh.
if he sees you, if you see him, Well, you might just invite him in against your will.
Oh. Strange rules.
Well, I'm usually the one coming into a door. Usually I boot my way in, but, I guess we can ask permission at times. Is he the same way? Does he boot his way in at all, or no?
No, he can't enter a house without permission.
Well, at least he's polite.
Yeah, but I have ways of getting permission too. Like being a guard and all. You can compel permission, I guess.
Well, I think that's what he just said Strahd does. If you see him, he will compel you to give him permission.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it.
But he leaves us alone for a while, and then he'll come back and make life miserable for us for a while, and then such a dangerous place. I wish so much we could leave. We're trapped here like everyone else.
Yes. Has anyone ever made their way out of this place?
No.
Hmm.
No. Well, that's not entirely true, actually. Sometimes the Vistani can come and go.
Oh,
They,
that's like that one.
He
fellow
likes
we
them
met.
for some reason.
Well, there were a few werewolves that went. They didn't get far.
That wouldn't surprise me. Servants, he can send his servants, but he can't leave. He is trapped here as well.
Oh. That might help.
Can I interest you in these pittons? Most good. They're very good quality pittons for the ones we find around here. They look a little worn to you guys, but
What is a piton?
oh, you nail it into something. It's you can nail it into rocks for climbing, or you can nail it into a wooden door to keep it from opening. Very handy thing.
Oh.
I'm surprised you don't have a shortage of those in this town.
Nails, there's quite a trade in nails. We get these ones from Valaki, the village in the valley west of here. They're much better with their fortifications than we are. Their town has a wall.
Valaki. And that's to the west of here?
Yes.
But don't vampires fly? So wall really that useful?
I was gonna say a wall probably doesn't protect you against bats.
Strahd gets where he wants to get. Not a problem from him, but his servants don't fly.
Oh, okay. Yes, like the werewolves. Okay.
Wolves, werewolves, wolves. The bats do, I suppose, but they're not so dangerous, really, except in large numbers.
And with the spying, I suppose.
Yes, good spies. They're ravens too, but don't kill them. It's bad luck.
Do we actually have any money, or are we just like?
You got your starting money.
Okay.
I have 5 gold.
10 gold.
Do you have any problems with
Can't
penguins
even
here?
buy a piton, probably.
I'm not sure I'm
One
familiar what a
piton.
penguin is. Is it like a piton?
Yes.
It's like a tuxedo bird.
Tuxedo bird.
Yes.
No, ravens are probably the closest thing we have.
It's like a raven in a bow tie.
Yes.
Not much call for bow ties around here, I'm afraid.
Okay. So no penguins.
Are you talking about EP? I can summon him tomorrow.
Okay.
Interesting.
So we're new to this land, as you can probably guess. How big are the lands around? You say that there's a town to the west. How many other towns or villages or places are there here?
Well, there's yet another town beyond that, Kresk, and the Vistani have a couple camps. I guess 5 towns, I suppose you could say.
And where is Kresk?
Kresk, again, further west. It's near the western edge of Barovia, actually.
Everything's west. It's a geographic oddity.
If we cannot leave, should we be looking for a permanency then? A place to stay
Well,
for longer than we might anticipate.
no one leaves. So as long as you guys look capable, as long as you find a place to hunker down, keep your head down, don't draw too much attention to yourself, and stay safe, I'm sure you could find a life here. It's those ones that think they're gonna free us and bring peace to the valley. Those are the ones you never see again.
What a miserable existence.
Ah, but it's an existence anyway. Beats death.
If Valentine isn't here, then I will find a way out.
I don't know anything about a Valentine. He's not in the village of Barovia anyway.
You wouldn't.
Ah,
Well,
fair.
if we were to look for some permanency, is there some place you would suggest?
Well, there's a couple vacant buildings here in the village of Barovia. One very recently vacant, but obviously, under those circumstances, I wouldn't say it's the safest building we have in town. Valaki has the wall if you feel like braving the walk.
How long of a walk from here is it?
Oh, you could do it in a day. It's not that far.
But there's something dangerous on the way.
There's always something dangerous on the way. We don't go there very often. You never know what you're going to run into. Plus, you have to pass the castle, he says, kind of looking upwards and to the west, even though you guys are inside.
The castle, then.
Castle Ravenloft, yes.
Hmm.
We don't like to pass too close to it. And boy, you don't want to go there.
We're all like, we should go.
Yeah, Fallon kind of lets out like a huffing laugh and smirks a little bit in the back.
Yeah, go ahead. I have another campaign ready.
Yeah.
Are there guides then? Or shall we just
Oh,
go on? I am from a culture in which we are nomadic. We recently met the Vistani, of course. But we
yes.
have dangerous territory of constant shifting deserts, and we employ guides to keep visitors from perishing.
Mm. The people
So
who travel through dangerous places? That sounds horrible. Why would they do such a thing?
because they are experts in their location, nothing more.
Mm.
They know how to avoid that danger.
I think the only person we might have like that would be Ismark the Lesser. Oh, sorry, Ismark. Ismark.
Ismark.
Yeah, he's the son of the burgomaster, actually. Burgomaster's place is at the southern end of town, but this time of night you'd probably find him in the Blood of the Vine.
It was recommended we go there by the Vistani anyway.
Well,
Do you have
can
a
put
fight?
you up
Is
for
there
the
a
night
fighting
if
pit
not.
there?
No,
Mhm.
afraid not. Just few beds,
Pity.
some place, some food, and usually they keep the fire on, and there's somebody awake all night. It's not a private residence, so it's not that kind of safe, but There's 3 Vistani sisters actually own the place, and they do a pretty good job of keeping it safe.
Oh. Cora looks a little bit more interested now. Then, may we take our leave then? She looks at the group, confirming that we do have our information, like we might as well move on. Do the Mary person is a bit of a concern.
I
She
would
doesn't sound very
expect
merry.
in places like this, if your own merriment is all you can have, because of you might be dead tomorrow, you might as well be married today.
Mm.
Oh my god.
Oh, Mary's
She
Mary never
means
was quite all there. Hence the
She's quite contrary.
nickname
In fact,
Mad Mary.
she
Um,
was contrary.
She was a bit on edge before all this, obviously. I mean, she did keep her daughter locked up until she was a teenager. And like I say, none of us even knew she had a daughter, so.
How do you know that she has a daughter then?
Well, she was screaming in hysterics for a few days after Gertruda left. There's nobody for
With a name like
2
that.
blocks in any direction who doesn't know the story now.
If no one knew what she looked like, how do they know they didn't see her?
Well, the presumption was she was running, and then she was a person that we didn't know. When you came to my door, I knew very well that you were not from around here. Would have known the same of
Guess
her.
I would
guess you
also
don't get a lot of
expect-
strangers.
No, it's very infrequent. It's a bit of a big deal when it happens, but, well, you tend not to last long.
Well, we'll try to move around that.
Well, if you are able to rid us of this curse of the devil Strahd, then, well, that would be mighty fine in my book, he says, and he's got a fake smile on his face, like he's trying to pretend that maybe that would happen.
That sounds a bit like bait, sir. At the moment, I'm not interested.
Oh, no. My recommendation is still that you find a safe place, hunker down. I'm sure there's work to be had here. You could help defend the town from Strahd's servants next time they appear. I have no idea when that would be.
That sounds fulfilling. I'll keep that in mind.
Yes, and it's a job that can keep you busy for many years.
or or the rest of your life, a week or 2, give or take.
Yes. Yeah, well, one day Strahd will show up, and that'll be the end of you. So
Glad to hear you have such great confidence, sir.
my people, us Barovians, have been living here for hundreds of years under this curse. We do not carry much optimism. Optimism is for the strangers who come to town, thinking they will change things.
Are
What
there
would
any
end
strangers who've come in during these hundreds of years that
Oh, yes,
remain here and live?
I believe there are. They don't really hang out in the village of Barovia. They usually try and head off and make their mark. And it's only once they've been well and thoroughly beaten down they may give up hope and settle in. But I'm afraid they tend not to come back here, so I don't know much about that.
Ah, this is a delightful place.
There was
Hopefully there's
one.
beer.
There is one stranger, actually, that is still in town. Not many know this tale, but our burgomaster, Polyana Indirovich, he went to the Eastern Gate one time to leave a letter. This was many years ago now, 20 years ago, let's say. And when he returned, he was carrying a babe under one arm. And this girl, he said he claimed that she had been left and that he didn't know from where, but that she was from outside. And with no one in town to take care of her, he raised her as his own.
Hmm.
And his, I'm not sure she even knows this tale, but Irina Kolyana, his daughter, is the one.
Interesting. I just found her at the edge of town.
Mm-hmm. As he reports, I wasn't there, but he walked
And
out
how
that way and came back with her one day.
and how does she fare?
Not well, I'm afraid. She's dealing with her father's death, which is difficult for anyone. And he looks around and he kind of glances at the curtain to see if there's anyone approaching the door from outside. The rumor is that she has been attacked by Strahd himself, maybe twice. If she is attacked the third time, he will have her.
Hmm.
You mean turn her into a vampire?
Yes.
Oh.
Cora gives a significant look to Ramses and then to Phelan for the note that they received
Mm-hmm.
previously that mentioned that Irina well, it was a letter from Kolyan,
Yes.
first of all.
Yeah,
2 of them written by different hands, all of that.
because one of
So
them's fake.
yeah. Afflicted by an evil so deadly that even good people of the village cannot protect her. So
Hmm.
they get that significant look of
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What up with that?
What up indeed?
Indeed.
Should
Well,
we?
oh.
Yes,
Should
we've
we
probably
try
taken
to
up enough
interrupt
of your
that?
time. Well, undoubtedly we will.
well, the woman next door is disturbing the peace. I think we should get her to stop. What do you think?
The peace is always disturbed here. No wish to make it worse.
Well, listen carefully. It's otherwise quiet. We just hear crying. What if people are trying to sleep?
No servants have attacked in at least since Kolyan died, actually. The night he was killed, the servants surrounded their house, clawing and scratching at the boarded windows. I saw it from my upstairs window, but then with one look I had to pull away, hide my head.
They saw you then, or almost did?
I don't believe they saw me. But when they couldn't get in, I don't know, they haven't been back since.
He perished of a heart attack, though.
Mm-hmm. Yes. That night,
You-
during that siege.
Maybe we should go over there. Well, first let's get
We
some
should
rest,
go to the,
drink a
yes.
beer,
We
and
can go
then
to
go over
the Blood
there.
Divine
Yeah,
and meet with his son potentially as well.
or meet with a couple steins of beer
And
and the sun.
Did someone say beer?
Yes.
yes,
I'm afraid not much beer to be had in Barovia. The Wizard of Wine
What
makes our
kind of
local.
place is this?
A place with more grapes than barley, I'm afraid. Yes, the blood
no.
of the
Oh,
vine.
you have wine. You have wine then.
Yes, wine. Yes.
It'll do, I guess.
This is terrible.
Yeah. Bunch of artless stuff. You need to have a real drink like beer.
What about mead?
Nope. That would require honey.
Oh,
And there's no honey. Not even much in the way of flowers, he says, kind of gesturing around himself in 360 degrees, despite the fact that you're inside.
How do you eat here? Does flowers, mean plants, mean food?
Yeah, we have livestock. We have there are
What do
some
they eat?
small gardens. Grass mostly.
Okay. All right, I can understand that.
So
Grass is
you
what my
only
grass is
eat
what my food
like
eats.
meat?
Well, there are vegetables. We have some vegetables.
Yeah.
Small gardens, usually inside the towns, so you don't have to go too far away.
Hmm. Well, I think we need to go find sun and beer and
Or wine.
conversation. Wine, yeah, wine. Don't remind me.
It's the beer that's finally going to get you guys to worry about escape. I can tell.
Certainly
Yes,
I could go for
This is
something stronger than a beer.
this is unconscionable.
I can
Do
stomach
they
vampires, but there's no beer.
do they have distilled wine?
Distilled wine? No.
Otherwise known as cognac.
Fermented.
There
And
seems like a
you guys had a bit.
vodka place.
You guys had a taste of the wine on the carriage, and those of you who know wine, and some of you do not, it was pretty meh.
Yeah, once you filter out the grit, it's okay. It's drinkable.
Hey, Fallon doesn't care as long as it's got alcohol in it.
Mm-hmm. That it does.
She does not have a refined palate.
Then
All
let us
right.
take our leave then.
Oh,
Good
yeah,
day
lots
to you,
of stuff
sir.
to check on. Yeah. Yeah, you have a good day. How much are pittons here?
Oh,
Don't worry
I've got
about kittens.
a kitten, yes, and I have a whole climbing.
Kittens rhyme with kittens. Who
The-
could ever turn down a kitten?
the climbing pack with
I
the
agree with
pittons,
you on that.
250 gold pieces.
How
Could
much?
you repeat that?
What did he just say?
What?
250 gold pieces? Yes, I'm afraid these are rather rare here, actually.
For pittance?
Price is a little high. I know, but someone will come
For
through
how
and pay
many?
soon.
Pig sticker, paint, kit supplies.
So how much
No
would you be
pittance.
willing to pay for things like that?
Oh, oh.
Oh,
I have a line on these things, and I just need to do favors for the goods, and do it. I do it in barter, so I could pay, but
There's no need for you.
Fallon just
wouldn't be
shrugs
as
and
much
goes,
as-
I don't have any anyway.
No.
let me just check my bag. I start rifling through my bag.
I found a kitten.
Oh, you have kittens?
Yeah. Kittens for pittance.
Mostly, I'm good with things that are found and salvaged. And
I have
yeah,
a hammer,
that
but
way
no pittance.
you don't have to pay for them.
Yes.
What's that?
I have a hammer, but no pittance. Doesn't come
I
with
have
the
a
default.
dwarven war mug. All right.
I
Well,
would
I
give
have
10
a
gold
lot of
for the war mug.
weapons.
Sorry, you would give 10 gold for.
The war mug.
yes. It's a neat thing you can drink and bash
No,
people over the head with it. It saves them one piece.
I've
He's
tried of
saying
his
he would
things.
pay you
Stop.
for that.
Really?
It
Man,
looks
I don't know.
interesting.
Oh, it is. It's got this ugly dwarf face on the side, and an ugly. Well, actually, supposedly there's a man dwarf and a woman dwarf, but I can't tell the difference between the two. They're both pretty heavily bearded.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time somebody got attacked while drinking, so we could. I'm
Oh.
sure I could find a home for that one.
Indeed. I'm gonna
I
hold
have
on.
stakes, wooden
It's kind of a
stakes.
memento.
That's handy.
That's fair.
I got him in a bar fight. Yes.
So,
Well, let's go to the bloody vine thing.
blood of the vine.
Bloody vine. Oh yeah, blood of the vine. Got it.
Yeah.
There's other words in there.
Words.
Or
Blood of the vine
back
being like
out.
metaphor for wine
Yes.
because it's grape juice.
Mhm.
So,
okay.
do you guys have like vineyards?
The Wizard of Wines. It's where all of our wine comes from. That is going to require me to check the map.
Alan just like looks over at whoever's close to her and goes, "You know what? I regret asking. I don't care."
Well, for there to be grapes, there must be bees.
The grapes of wrath.
All hand pollinated.
I mean, it's probably magic.
Oh.
It is wizard.
Now I'm thinking of the grapes of wrath from Bob
Right.
and Larry Veggie Tales.
It never said that it was ran by a wizard.
Yes.
Just that the name was a wizard.
Wizard of Wines is south of Kresk.
Is it ran
Okay.
by a magic user?
On the far western edge of Barovia.
Is this the whole town, this map?
That is the town map that you guys see?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the whole town.
It's not that big.
Is this the
This is
graveyard?
Barovia?
This is the village of Barovia.
Okay, and what's this? I'll ask the guy. What's that house on the big house near the all?
Can't
Well,
you tell by the
it's
hundreds
attached
and
to a
hundreds
cemetery.
behind it? It's the chapel,
Oh,
the temple.
they have religion here.
Oh yes, it's the one thing that keeps us all sound. There were used to be two people that we would worship here: the Morning Lord and the Night Mother. Morning Lord stopped answering prayers first, so there's not many worshippers of the Morning Lord left. But the Night Mother, people still worship on occasion. And yeah, although I think something's going on up there, because pretty sure that Donovich hasn't opened the chapel in, well, many days, maybe even weeks.
Man.
There's so much
There's
going
all
on
sorts
here.
of stuff. Yeah, for lots of opportunities for changing
Investigation?
things and investigation and
I knew you were going to
not
say that.
ruffling feathers, right? In a ruffling feathers kind of way.
There's always this many things going on here. There's
Oh.
like the it may not be these things. When these problems go, other problems will come. Not
There's
Mad
always
Mary
something.
next week. It's somebody else. Somebody else wandered off and is never seen again. Somebody else's house burns for no reason.
When's the
Yes.
last time you saw the sun?
I have not seen the sun.
Ever?
Mm,
You saw the weather today, did you?
Yes.
It's a bit gloomy.
It's not always this foggy, but it's always this cloudy.
Oh.
Now it's ironic because at night, and he points out the window, and you look out, and the sky is clear, and the moon is shining down, 3/4 moon. casting dim light over the lands.
Oh.
Now the sky is cloudless, but in the
Oh,
days
no.
it clouds over.
Is it waxing or waning?
Which one is the one where it's getting bigger?
Waxing.
Waxing.
Actually,
That- It's the one I
Because
use
when
to get
something
rid of
is
my beard stubble.
waning,
Yeah,
Waning is getting
waxing.
smaller.
Getting bigger.
fair enough.
Wax
It
on,
is
wax off.
that makes sense because the word waning is literally like
Going
when
away.
there's less of something. Yeah.
Shrinking. Yeah, that makes sense. It's just that waxing makes no sense at all. So
Oh yeah, because
You
you're
get confused.
removing things, aren't you? I don't know.
Well, wax, add on wax, you know?
Yeah,
Oh
you're
no, I mean,
adding wax.
kind of
Yeah.
wax. Yeah, you add wax.
Yeah.
I wonder if the moon
Wax on,
finds
wax
waxing
off.
And it
painful.
becomes more shiny.
Oh my raw.
Add wax. Anyway, we digress. All right, what do we
Again.
want to do as a group?
Again.
Let's
I
go.
guess
Let's go
go
to
to
one of these
the-
places and investigate.
We go to the tavern. I think we start at the tavern.
The tavern,
Yeah.
yes.
It's right
Oh.
close.
Are we?
Yeah,
Where are
I
we
think
at right
that's a
now?
good idea.
What are we in right now?
We're at the the
Mercantile shop.
Oh,
E1.
we're in the shop.
You guys see a
Okay.
number
The
on that?
general store.
Is there anything reasonably priced in this store?
No, there is not.
Okay.
The guideline here is everything in the player's handbook, 25 gold or less, is here at
Okay.
10 times the cost.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it is literally 10 times the cost. It's ridiculous.
Hey, you can buy a donkey here.
A forge cleric could mess up this guy's economy so bad.
or an
I know.
artificer.
Oh yeah.
Or literally like
dang.
anyone who took a Dungeoneer's pack. Just start
Right.
handing out pittance.
I do have pittance actually. Core just never said anything.
Oh man. So
I took an Explorer's pack, so I don't have pittance, but like anyone with a Dungeoneer's pack could literally just start like handing shit out and fuck this guy up.
so
Yeah, I think I have a Dungeoneer's back.
I have painter supplies.
Those are great. You can find places for those things. I'll still sell
I
mine.
have almost nothing. Except a lot of weapons for some reason. Oh, I have an
I also have
herbalism
an
kit.
I have an enormous
Fuck.
amount of gold from prior work as a guard. Probably shaking people down. I don't know.
10 gold. Is that your enormous amount?
No, because we start out at a higher level, right? So
Oh, we had
whatever the
starting
base is
gold.
for that
We said starting gold, like 10, right?
starting gold.
Yeah.
Right, so
10.
I need to fix that.
Oh, I only have 5 gold.
Yeah, I got
'cause
10 from my background.
I got
Yeah.
I
5.
repurposed an
Me too.
existing character, so he had 20 platinum,
Oh my
675
rod, no
gold.
Holy,
way.
you're rich.
No.
I repurposed. He's a guard. He wasn't exactly an honest guard.
What, you haven't freaking pissed it all away on booze?
No,
Okay, but the
not at
platinum
all.
is like shiny. You use it like cucumbers on your spa day.
Yeah.
To be fair, Cora is wearing a lot of jewelry that could be sold for a good gold piece value, but
I'm-
no.
Fallon is partly convinced that Cora is a princess. Like, she's dressed so fancy looking.
She is.
Cora's probably gonna get so cold here because there's no sun. She's from the desert.
Right?
Mhm.
Filbert
My
Filbert
character's
is
dressed
dressed.
like a scruffy peasant.
I have clothes you can purchase. They are relatively expensive, of course, but something
Hold
here.
on, what is
I
that?
think
Oh,
this
it's a
man
shop.
is trying to scam us.
I had to buy boots to be here.
The only
These
reason I
boots are
wear
made for
clothes is
walking.
because Fallon made me.
Fallon, that would not have been Fallon.
Oh my
But
rod!
when we went into those towns.
Oh no, Fallon would not have given a single fuck.
Everyone,
Okay.
everyone
What's that over
kept
there? It's not
averting
a
their
fuck that she
eyes.
gave.
Then change that to which one of you
You're wearing a
wouldn't care?
toga. A toga because Cora was like, at least
Cora.
wear the bedroll. At least
Yeah.
wear the blanket as a toga.
Yeah.
Like, get your
No,
act
Fallon-
together.
Fallon does not give a single fuck.
Okay, as you get close, are you guys
Where
going to
is
go to the
the
blood of the vine?
one?
Yeah, it's true.
When you've seen the zealots of Illustrate parading through town, you've seen everything at that point.
Oh,
The as you approach the blood of the vine, you can see on the sign that an N has been scratched over, and somebody wrote an F there,
N?
in of where it used to read on the vine.
oh.
This once finely appointed tavern has grown shoddy over the years. A blazing fire in the hearth gives scant warmth to the few huddled souls within. They include a barkeep, and there are 3 Vistani sitting at a table together. And there's a man by the fire drinking wine by himself, but he's talking to everybody at the other tables. Somewhat, not loudly, not boisterously, but socially. He's seems to be somewhat extroverted, if you will. He's just discussing things with anyone who will talk with him.
I go up to the barkeep and I proudly pull out my dwarven war mug and I go, "Wine me, please."
Oh, he stutters for a second, but he looks over at the 3 Vistani, and they nod, and he says, "Yes, yes, of course." He's a pudgy little man, and he's cleaning the glasses one after another, and he pours you each a wine and starts cleaning the glasses again. Not your glasses, the other glasses.
Do you have anything else, like beer or beer?
Beer.
Yeah,
He's-
beer.
Beer substitute.
Something beer-like.
He ignores the question completely, and as he puts down the last glass in the row of glasses to clean, he moves back to the other side of the line of glasses, picks up the first glass again, and starts cleaning.
Starts cleaning. Nice.
All right.
I casually
Smearing
push.
the dirt.
I push one of the glasses slightly out of the line, so they're not lined. I assume they're lined up perfectly or something like that.
Not perfectly, but they're in a line.
You know, like, yeah, I'll push one so it's not in the line anymore.
You're messing with
I don't
it.
want to break it, but just enough so it's not in the line. I'll watch what he does when he gets to it.
No, he doesn't seem to notice as you push it, and when he gets to it, he picks it up in its current location and he washes it, and then he puts it back, close to where it would have been in the line rather than where you pushed it to.
So, just
Can
one
we
thing that
see,
we've
like-
noticed from being here. Just sorry to interrupt. Is everybody here like kind of morose, like except for these Vistani guys, like that we've seen all together? They seem to be
No,
the only
there
ones
are
not.
plenty of people who are morose and
No, I
are
mean
not
No
the-
shortage.
only the
yeah,
Vistani
they're
are,
not really
are not.
engaging. Like there's people in the room here that are just not engaging in conversation, and they're just huddled up
Yeah.
and not doing anything.
So like
This
the
guy here
Vistani
is a
stand
little
out,
bit.
right?
Yeah, this guy is standing out. Yeah, he's
Yeah. Okay.
mindlessly cleaning these glasses. And then there's also
What?
people who are somewhat outgoing or at least, able to carry a conversation and
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask if we can see what booze they have like on shelves behind him or something.
It's just
it is
wine.
literally all one kind of wine.
Fine.
I'll say over to the Vistani that's doing all the conversation, and I'll say, "Oh,
That was a
hello."
Barovian.
That
That
was-
was
Barovia.
Yeah, that guy's not
No,
Vistani.
it's not the Vistani.
The 3 Vistani sisters are here at a table with each other,
Oh, okay.
and they're dressed much the way the ones from the wagon are.
Okay.
And then there's another guy who's kind of engaging people in conversation who's not dressed that way.
Yeah, that
And what's
guy,
he
then.
talking
That's
about?
the guy.
You said
He's-
he's talking fairly loudly. So what is it about?
He's talking about how Barovia needs a wall, like Velaki. It's just not safe here. and that
so
they should arrange. They should get people together and build a wall.
is he wearing a red hat by any chance?
Right, no red hat.
Or is he building a wall out of bricks? And he's a
Um,
musical talent
do
named
the
Floyd.
Vistani like culturally? Do the Vistani actually look different from Barovians? Like, do their clothing, their coloring?
Clothing and coloration, yeah, they wear bright clothes, and Barovians wear pretty dour.
Pretty
And
drab.
Barovians are always dressed for a funeral.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like they don't really want to call any attention to themselves. They don't want to stand out in the crowd. They don't want to be the one that's targeted by anybody.
Okay. So
Whereas
Barovians
Sunny
tend to
don't
be
seem to have that carry that same fear.
okay. So Barovians tend to wear like darker clothing. Are they pale as well? Most of the time,
Everybody here is pale.
even the
Yeah,
Vistani.
there's no
Yeah.
sun.
There's basically nobody here has gotten any vitamin D.
I'm the only
hundreds of years.
melanistic bitch here.
Right. There you go. Hey,
Ah!
I'm green. I'm green.
Yeah, and
Hey.
there are people who, like, each of the cultures has people of different races in it, but they're all pale for their race.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You've got no sun.
So-
you need some sun.
I want
some
to talk
vitamin D.
up to that guy, or go up to that guy that's doing all the talking, and say, "Is it just me, or is everyone here a little bit down?"
His face drops when
No.
you say that. He's like, "You picked a hell of a week
To
to
quit
wander into
amphetamines?
our lands."
Picked a great week to stop snorting glue.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
Yes, we're down. Our burgomaster, my father, passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Does anything good ever happen here?
He thinks for a moment. Effectively, no. I mean, we have life continues. People grow up. Some of us. We get married. We have kids of our own. You know, there's a celebration. Nothing like happy here. Not like they've got going on in Valaki. Those guys know how to have a good time.
Oh, they feel confident because of their wall, I guess.
Must be it. I mean, it's not like many people come and go. We don't travel much. It's dangerous out there. But the stories I've heard, Valaki is well defended, and they have celebrations and things.
We should go there.
So if
His eyes brighten when you say that. Actually, I'm just going to jump in for a moment. He said, "Would you? Would you take my sister to Valaki while she can be safe?"
Who's your sister?
I mean, does she want to go?
I think she would.
I don't know. My sister's a pretty heavy eater, and
My sister-
is your sister like that? Because I don't want to like endanger all my rations picking up.
He looks around the
sisters.
room, and under his voice, he says, "My sister has been bitten twice."
Wait a sec. Is she? What's the name of the one on the note?
Irina.
Yes,
She-
Serena Kolyana, my sister.
Oh yes, yes. We wanted to meet you.
Ah, that's unbelievable that you would
Yes.
come through here and want to go to Valaki. That's such a coincidence. You must take her.
Indeed.
I fear that next time servants of Strahd come, we'll be powerless to stop them, and well, we'll lose her
Is she-
forever.
Do you?
Is
do
your
you know
sister
why he
like my
targeted
sister?
her?
I don't know your sister.
Do you know why he
7
targeted
foot
her?
tall, 350 pounds, solid muscle, big tusks.
No,
Whoa.
smaller.
Sounds like my sister. Ugh.
Yes.
He shudders.
Are we related?
No.
I
So-
mean, orcs and goblinoids are not related.
So with your father's death, do you become the next burgomaster?
I don't know. Honestly, I've been putting that off. It's up to the town. I don't inherit the role, but I hope people don't ask me to. But they might choose me.
What does that
Well, you
role
seem to have
involve?
very vocal about your ideas.
Yes. Maybe I could do some good.
There's the spirit. What does the
Hmm.
burgomaster do?
Burgomaster,
Master's
he
Burger.
was a
Of
wizard,
course.
came through here. Kept
Wizard.
calling him the mayor.
Mayor.
Yes. I think outside of Barovia, I believe you would call him the mayor of this town.
Yes.
Oh, is
The
this
town leader.
Um,
it's the town leader. And does it have to be a wizard?
no, the wizard was
No.
calling him the mayor. He wasn't a wizard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my town it'd be called Dumb Air.
Mayor.
The wizard
Dumb
came
air.
through here
Yeah.
a year ago, I guess. Almost a year ago, maybe more.
Well, you'd be a
He
Chandran.
talked a good game about taking it to Strahd and freeing us all. That's never gonna happen. Never saw him again, did we?
Nope.
What kind of spells could he cast? Do you know?
Well, the only one he did around here was the one where the lights came out of his fingers. Impressed the children. Actually, it impressed a lot of us.
I can pull
But,
my finger and I can make stuff come out.
Like floating lights?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Then
Mm.
like little things that popped and went bang with lights.
Fireworks.
Yes,
Mhm.
fireworks. That's the one.
Yay.
He cast fireworks.
Hmm.
Look, why don't you come by the house tomorrow? And
Alright, we gotta
I'll
find a
introduce
place
you
to
to-
sleep for the night.
I'm sure they'd put you up here. You'll forgive me, but I'm not inviting people into my home at night anymore.
Gee, I wonder why.
Well, I
Yes,
mean,
but the sisters will put you up if I ask them to.
are you
Actually,
not
they'd probably put
concerned?
you up anyway.
Are you not concerned about? Weren't you concerned about Strahd visiting your sister again? Perhaps you could use some
Our
guards.
fates held last time. We have reconsecrated our house.
Oh, that keeps him out.
The Donovich from the chapel came. He uninvited Strahd, which was most helpful.
Oh, you
So
can uninvite.
even though he's been in, he can't re-enter. And so as long as we can keep his servants out and we don't invite any unnecessary people in, I think we'll be okay.
I need to learn this uninviting thing.
Perhaps we should
I
guard this
invited my
house.
sister in and she ate my dog.
Whoa.
We have pets, but we don't attach to them
Yeah.
very much.
Well,
They don't last long.
no.
Your stories are
Especially
somewhat.
with garlic
Unrelated.
aioli and
I don't know what that is.
Mm.
the sauce.
We have sauce.
Is?
Mm-hmm. And he points
Grape
over by
sauce.
the fire where there's a pot. There's a cauldron in there as well that has like a stew in it, but beside it there's a pot of a bubbling thing, brown like gravy.
Oh,
What's in your sauce?
He starts to open his mouth and then he kind of tilts his head to the side a little bit and he says, "Isn't that funny? I have no idea."
Oh,
I don't know, but I think the
It's-
secret
it's-
is
Secret sauce.
Brown gravy is people.
Soylent Brown.
It's Soylent Brown. No.
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 I
Come
mean,
by.
my people were no D people. So.
Well, I'm a bit groggy, and well, now that I've had some of this wonderful wine, now I'm also like I need to get my beauty sleep.
Yes,
So-
I too should really return home before it gets too late. Alenka, Mirabelle, Sorvia, these are my friends. Can you put them up tonight, please?
These are
They-
friends of mine. He's
they
got to
look
my
you up
back.
and
I've got to
down.
you back.
Pardon?
Is he talking to the 3 Vistani?
Yes.
This is
They look you up and down and says, yes, yes, of course we will. You
that would be most kind.
I still think we should find somewhere to camp.
oh you would not make it through the night without running into something out there, I'm afraid.
Hmm.
Hmm.
How tall are the ceilings here?
8 feet,
Okay, so I'm just
not super tall.
almost touching the
Low
ceiling.
enough to be a little bit more smoky than you'd like.
I'm about 6 inches from the top of the ceiling.
Hmm.
Watch out for lamps and stuff.
Yeah, your hair is gonna smell like smoke tomorrow.
So can we get rooms,
It always smells like that.
my
Absolutely.
fair ladies? Oh, thank you.
Yes. Just through the door there and in the back. You cannot miss them. You can have the beds you need, as his mark
Okay.
has spoken for you.
Well,
Excellent.
thank you.
Can we bar the doors from inside?
You can actually. It's there. There are bars provided with the rooms, and for the windows.
Ah, no need for kittens.
The shutters all look like they have deep claw marks on the outside, right?
No, they don't actually.
And the majority are on the inside.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go to sleep. So,
Anybody doing anything particular as bedtime rolls around?
finish off my wine.
Um,
The stew I'm interested in.
Oh yeah, I want to eat some of
I'm
that stew.
gonna take a look at that first before I eat.
Stew looks passable. It's nothing great. It's a bit runny. It's not like the meat's not is like super chewy, but there is meat,
Yeah,
there is vegetables. It will nourish you. The
yeah.
brown sauce smells weird. Just
I won't be
weird.
touching the
It
brown
doesn't-
sauce.
It
I
doesn't
wanna
smell
taste
like
that.
something you're familiar with. Doesn't smell like something you would normally choose to eat.
So some of his family
Well,
recipe contains some of his family.
Maybe me.
I'm sure that would just taste like something or smell like something somewhat meaty or like a blood pudding or something like that. It does not smell. It doesn't. It's not an animal product that you could recognize.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try that sauce.
Okay.
Oh
Make a
boy,
Constitution
Oh yeah,
check.
Fallon will do it too.
Okay.
he sprouts wings and flippers.
She's hungry.
Turns into a penguin.
Right?
Yeah.
There's
It
nothing
is.
wrong with the sustenance.
I'll try it
Yeah.
on some potatoes.
I'm gonna make the two of you roll DC 12 con saves.
I knew it.
Oh, I've rolled that.
Oh,
on,
like
but-
when
I love the first rolls.
I made it 16.
Me
Mhm.
too. 14.
Cool. So
Oh.
this 14, everyone's good. So you keep it
Oh
down.
thank God.
You keep it down. It's your stomach is immediately thrown off by having it, and you're not sure. Like it's to the point, especially with that 13, where you're looking around the room to figure out where you can put it when it comes back up. But you managed to keep it down.
Fireplace is looking pretty good right now.
Fallon just kind of groans and like smacks her head against the top of the table. Ugh.
So why?
It's it has a weird
The sisters are just staring at you right now.
quality to it.
You can tell that they're barely like stifling a chuckle.
Coraza's with them on that one. She doesn't need to know.
Is that worse?
As of like 1 minute passes from the time you guys made your saving throws, and the two of them look at each other. The one in the middle raises her hands above her head, and the one on the right kind of like lowers her head a little bit, and then hands some coins to the one in the middle.
They bet on us. Keep it down.
Yes, you're welcome.
You're all right, they say.
I think I will
Do that
be.
again.
So, anything you're doing for bedtime?
I think we should. Are we getting? How many rooms are we getting?
It's just beds, I think.
Oh, just
Right?
beds in a
There
common
are
room.
there were bunks in rooms, so there's 3 rooms back there, each with 3 bunks in.
Okay,
So we can all fit in one room.
3 bunks. 3 like
Are you gonna
beds?
post?
You mean, or 3 bunk beds?
3 bunk beds, it sounds.
It would have been there were 3 beds. Sorry, yeah.
3 beds in each
let's
room.
see.
Yeah.
So we'd need
So
2
2
rooms.
rooms.
2 rooms. So
2
let's
rooms.
get
Oh.
a watch for each room.
Okay.
A watch.
Yeah, well, one of us will stay up in each room and keep watch.
Pay attention, just in case.
With with 2 per room, I don't think we could be awake at all times.
It's 3 beds in a room, so there'd be
2 and
yeah,
3.
3 and 2.
3 and
yeah.
2, yeah.
How
None
about
of us are of elven descent with the trace,
Nope.
the trance. It is
Oh, nobody.
foolish to go without
No,
rest.
I don't think any of us are elves.
All
if
right,
you
and
you could do a longer rest, so you could do it in. Like how long does it need to be to get long rest? Is it 8 hours?
8
8
hours.
hours.
8
Yeah,
hours.
We could
You have to
sleep
be
in
asleep.
We could do a 12-hour, and
You
you
have to
know,
do 12, yeah.
yeah.
Or
we
I
could just do like.
Or we could
the
just
person
sleep.
would guard
I mean,
both
they-
rooms.
Or we could just like sleep. I mean,
Yeah, I'm
there's
just gonna
literally
go to bed.
bars
Good
and
night.
everything's shut
Guard
up.
the doors. Look for secret doors inside of our rooms, just in case. Because that's a thing too.
And if anybody knocks, we don't let them in.
Yeah.
Coraza will do
Candy
some
cram.
nightly rituals towards the direction of the moon.
Come on, Saturday Night
Oh.
Live, Land Shark.
Which actually does remind me, it is night right now, and the moon is out. And I thought there would be fog all the time, so this wouldn't come up. But she does have, anytime the moon is out, the bigger the moon, the more her hand tattoos glow.
Mm.
So she's like a little bit of a glow stick.
Yes, it's at 3/4 right now, so it's pretty large.
And before I
Oh,
go
good. We have a
to
nightlight.
before I go to bed, I'm gonna cast Goodberry. Produce
Glow in the dark.
some good berries.
Yeah, you'll be the nightlight for the room.
Oh, I'll also cast Goodberry, actually.
Oh, you can cast too. Cool.
Can I
Yeah.
have some?
All right, so we'll give out. And so when I cast it, I'll give out. It's 10 of them, so I'll give out 2 to each of us. And if you want to do the same, we'll each have 4.
I mean, I have 2 spell slots left, so I can cast it twice.
Oh yeah.
Get a
Oh my
lot of
rock.
Goodberries.
How long do good
Yeah, let's
berries
cast
last?
it twice then. They last
24
24
hours.
hours.
It lasts.
Oh.
So we'll have them all day tomorrow without having
So
to cast
Yeah.
a
food
spell.
is, this
So,
food is
are you?
particularly
How many
gross.
times are you
just eat a
casting it?
Goodberry.
I'll cast it twice.
Yeah, I will too.
So
So,
we'll have 6. No, 8
Raw.
good berries each.
yeah.
That's a lot
Sweet.
of good berries.
Yeah.
And
Y'all
actually,
these
got those
berries.
fucking berries.
I will take while I'm doing sort of my part of the watch. I will spend the time doing ceremony, and I will create 3 vials of holy water.
Is anybody
Ooh.
wounded?
Clever.
No.
Yeah, but we're gonna rest.
I can make sure that everybody was healed up too, because
See,
I still have.
I almost took
spell slots.
ceremony, but you have to like spend money.
Mm-hmm.
Spend money. Powdered. Oh yes, 25 gold of powdered silver.
Ooh.
There.
Oh.
It's gonna
See
cost
if
a
I
lot
can
here.
find it.
Yeah, I'm
The
gonna give
Gary
you
token.
50 gold worth that you brought in.
Okay, I will use that then.
If
I'll
you
do
guys have a
2.
spell that requires components, then you can have the components for that spell times 2 at least. Like
So
if
I
it
have
like
50
two components.
gold worth.
Perfect, thank you.
I have the petrified eye of a newt.
Now you have a newt.
I have newt.
Newt.
Got better.
Snake's tongue and a honeycomb.
Okay, so was there a watch or a one
I
rest
don't
for both
I think
rooms
we
or
needed
just
a
sleep?
watch.
I'm going to sleep.
I'm gonna do a watch on both rooms when I do it, so I'll just go first, and if anyone else wants to take over after I go to sleep.
Yeah,
How
we
would
only
you
need.
watch on
E-
both rooms?
You go outside
Like
the door and
outside.
you just watch both rooms.
Ah. Okay.
I will say
You'd
before
be awake and you can hear anything too, yeah.
Oh yeah.
before Fallon goes to sleep, she does some shadow boxing just to like
Oh, cute.
Stay limber.
yeah, you gotta stay ready for a fight,
Nice.
even in
Tobacco?
sleep.
She's punching the air and Cora is worshiping the moon. Like this is literally the two opposites.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
like
sharing
literally
a-
glowing.
It's just like the weirdest fucking thing ever.
Meanwhile, Filbert's like,
The Femme and the Butcher just
he's gonna
During your
snore
walk,
like
there
a
is
chainsaw with a loose chain.
there is the sounds of wolves howling outside the town. So you can't really, they're not like close enough that you could see them or anything like that, but you can hear them to the east. But then like either they're moving or there's more of them, and now there's wolves howling on the south end of the town. And then
Nice.
somewhere up north. But eventually they do wander off without causing a problem. And then the next day
That's-
comes.
Sounded ominous.
Okay, so you guys wake up.
That's
you
a good
guys-
Always a
sign.
good
We
sign.
wake up.
Everyone wakes up, yay! Except for you.
that is a
You
good
die.
sign.
Damn it. Again.
Is there anything you want to do at the Blood of the Vines? The Blood of the Vines tomorrow
Nope.
morning, or move on immediately?
Cora,
no.
I mean,
Breakfast, I guess. But
yeah. Besides maybe asking the three sisters about visiting Madame Eva, because Cora is interested in that, just because of her culture and things like that. So it seems a little bit like a piece of home where she can't have it.
Oh, yes, you should. You should see Madame Eva. She would love to see you. Tell you your future. She sees things.
I could believe it. My culture, many of our elders, our Chandrans, can see into the astral sea, into the futures and pasts of all creatures that surround our sands.
Oh, for us it is our elder women that may take this role, but yeah, it's not something that's going to fall to me, I'm afraid.
You're not interested or not the talent?
Not the talent. And then
Cora's a
one of her
nods.
sisters looks over and says, "Also not likely to live that long. So you go about your business." It's like, fine, sister, fine. I'll be careful.
That sounds bad.
I was not born with a talent either. It was gifted to me through dark waters.
Oh, yes, all water's dark here. I understand. What gift did you earn?
I received and she's like thinking about it back and forth, and she will kind of do a sacred flame in her hands, um,
Ooh.
just to like that. Um,
Oh,
uh, but the true gift was coming across with a deity and living.
oh, most impressive. Most impressive. She looks around. Did you fight deity?
No, it
Oh,
it
well.
saw me and passed on, as I am not anything of its nature. In truth, I'm sure it saw no interest in me. Things that are mighty do not need to cross with things that are small.
Would that were true. Would that were true.
Hmm. Yes, it does not sound that way in this town.
Well, you Godfighter, you show them what's coming, eh?
We will see. We will
Okay.
see.
You take care. I keep your rooms ready. You come back this way.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you. And then we go off to see his whatever his
Wizard?
name is.
The wizard.
I think we
Um,
go to see the chapel first, but
there's so
Um,
there's the yeah. So Ismark offered you to go to his place this morning. You know, there's the chapel. There's Mad Mary's place. That's
That's where the wailing was coming from.
the wailing was
Mhm.
coming from Mad Mary's. Yep.
Uh, what's closest?
Mad Mary's,
Mad
but
Mary's is right
then
next door.
chapel, then Burgomaster.
Let's do
Direct.
it in that order then.
Yeah.
Do we want to stop by Mad Mary without having any more information?
Well, it's kind of where we'll probably get the information, right? It's
Yeah.
mostly just rumors anywhere else.
True.
Let's go check it out.
Okay.
Hey,
So
Vamp, I sent you a couple photos if you want to replace them.
Oh, okay. For your character?
Yep.
Okay.
And I sent a picture of Goodberry.
Goodberry.
I sent a picture of Chuck Berry.
I
I
cast
It's
Chuck
Better
Berry.
Okay, so knowing that that's nice.
Does it heal?
Knowing that there's a second floor entrance on Mad Mary's place, you can see it
That
when
is
you
a
get
good berry.
close. There's a ladder up to a window that looks like it would open.
Where'd you put it?
We love breaking and entering.
Send personal
Yeah, we could do this.
direct chat.
Oh, okay.
I could do a B&E.
Oh, cool. You got
No
the two.
problem.
Who's the first one up the
Right.
ladder?
It's not going to be Cora.
Mark,
Fallon would
do you
do
hear
it. I
somebody in
guess.
trouble there that needs to be rescued?
That's breaking and entering. She's not that interested.
Knock on the door, say, Mary, I wish to talk to you about your daughter.
Why are you so contrary?
She's just crying. That's all you hear. There's no response to your knock.
Man, she must stay really hydrated to keep crying so much.
Hey, I got an idea. Scratch at the door instead.
She
Still no
likely
response.
could be
I think that might
of
cause
small
more problem
how
than
much
help.
Fallon immediately has her claws out and just scratches the door.
Oh,
How does
we're
she
going to be
react
one
to
of
that?
those parties.
Let's see.
I say we leave the good woman to grieve.
Yeah, she
Upstairs.
keeps trying.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't really care. I mean, she drove her own daughter away.
And we know for a fact that this daughter is dead, or we just heard someone
No.
say that.
Yeah,
We don't know what happened to
Oh,
her.
we don't know what happened to her.
No.
She ran away.
Gertruda? Question
Gertrude.
mark?
Yes.
That she
Gertruda.
ran away and they haven't seen or heard of her since. And
No
they
one is there.
suspected they would know what she would look like. She wouldn't, besides the fact that she would be a stranger and likely has some resemblance to Mary.
Can we
Quite
see her
possibly.
in there?
Pardon? Can you
we
see her?
See her?
Do you peek?
Yeah.
Nobody's.
Especially the bugbear. Of course, I'm gonna peek in the window.
Okay. Yes, you see a woman sitting in the middle of a bedroom floor.
Can I?
She's got something in her hand.
Can I make out her features so I'd recognize a daughter of hers?
You can recognize. You could make out her features enough that you could recognize her, and if there's some similarity, maybe.
Hmm.
But I wouldn't necessarily say I'd recognize everyone's child by
Yeah, that's true.
in a random population.
Yeah. You know, look, consider Dr. Frankenstein and his son. They look nothing alike.
Well, I mean, his
I believe
hand was his
Dr.
second
Frankenstein
cousin
was-
once removed.
And Geppetto and his son.
Does anyone else want to like try and talk to this person, or should we just leave?
Hey, Chicky. Can we talk?
She already wasn't answering.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got a big
Yep.
booger hanging from your nose.
Let's go on to the church.
Oh, fine.
From
Most people fall for the
here,
booger trick.
from Mary's, it's actually closer to get to the Burgomaster's, but
Okay.
you could go to the church either way.
Let's just do the order we said, so we'll go to the church.
Church. Okay. Atop a slight rise against the roots of the pillar stone that supports. Wait, that's the wrong thing. Stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end, and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises toward the back, and flickering light shines through holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load. And as you walk to the northwest of town, something strikes you. The fog it's not as foggy today as it was yesterday. The cloud cover is still there, but it's like a high cloud cover, so you can see pretty well at low altitudes. And you can see something else. 1 second as I prep this on a computer that's crap.
I know that.
Yep.
Well, I've got a crossbow. We can get our limit of birds, and then roast them on the spit, provided they are
Have I
birds and
seen
not
any
these
animals since we've been
leathery,
here?
flappy wing things.
Like birds or
Like
Northwest
normal
of town,
animals.
on a cliff facing that you looks right down into the town, is a large castle. Castle Ravenloft. Visible on the top of the cliff.
she in black hair?
As soon as Found sees it, she just starts quietly growling.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
If a castle could growl back, that's what you'd see.
So this hill is, or this castle's up on this hill
Just
here,
have to
Yep.
zoom out more.
and it's where are we?
Down in the village below.
This
So you guys are
past
here.
this forest now. Here.
Wait,
That
why is
us?
that not? Hold on. Yeah, you guys are there.
Okay.
The castle is this one here.
Castle's up here. Okay. So from the graveyard, you see it. I didn't know it was so close.
I know, right? Yeah. So because of
Intimidatingly
because
close.
yesterday you couldn't see it, but today it's like right there, ominously staring down into the village below.
Okay. So I'm gonna look up at that and go, "Whoa! It's right there."
It sure is.
Um,
And then I'll bring you guys back to the town.
I'm surprised they don't move away from that.
Now I have to zoom in again.
No.
Okay, as you approach the church doors, the heavy wooden doors of the church are covered with claw marks and scarred by fire.
Oh.
Hmm.
Can I tell what kind of creature might have done that?
Yes, with a roll.
Nature?
Investigation.
Investigation. Would it be knowledge nature?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
No, for you it's investigation.
That's terrible. Oh, that's not much greater for nature.
Did that go
anyway.
across? Oh man, that sucks.
13.
I've got the app on my phone and I just rolled a 20, but it's not going across on the thing.
Lame.
Yeah, tell me about it. Oh well. I'm gonna have to do it on the computer instead.
So yeah, 13. Tell me anything.
Yes. Yeah, it is. It is a variety of wolf. With a 13, you can't tell whether it's were or dire or normal, but it's
Okay.
wolves.
Coyote.
Wolves have been here. What about the burns?
Yeah, that looks more like torches. It's at a higher height.
Oh,
They're outlines of a wolf, the wily coyote wolf, burned into the door.
Okay. And I have to do something here again on slow computer. Sorry.
It's,
Take 5 while I do a little bit of prep here, and I'll
yeah,
try to
I'm gonna
Need
do it. I'm gonna
for
attempt to make a
5
die
will
roll.
be past
Uh,
time, right?
Filbert.
I just went 5 minutes.
Mm.
So yeah.
I'm not gonna try
D&D
and roll.
Beyond.
What are we rolling?
No, just
Nothing.
just have like
he's
5
just he's just
5
setting
minutes while
something
I
up
do
because he's
some
gotta
prep here.
switch screens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
so I'm
got
gonna go into D&D
unfortunately.
Beyond on a browser on my
Hey,
phone and see if I
let's
can get that
roleplay.
to work.
Let's roleplay a scene.
We're role playing. Oh my gosh.
Roleplay.
So if we
So,
Well,
get some siege engines,
What do
and
you, yeah? What do you guys think about the castle being so close? That seems kind of a bad place to live.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We make sure
really
it
brings
makes
down
it
the property values.
yeah, it makes it very clear why people here are so scared.
Yeah.
I just find it very tempting.
I would be worried to even try to travel past it. They made it concerning. But
Yes.
I lose
I would.
connectivity.
From
I
everything
did lose
would-
connectivity.
we've heard, the vampire knows we're here.
Well, not only that, but to go past that castle with an object of his temptation is just asking for trouble.
I
My
mean,
war mug?
we're gonna
Irina,
have to face him at
Yes.
some point anyway, so we might as well try to help someone if we can.
and perish so soon.
I think. I mean, it's strange that he doesn't have full control of this area, so there may be some chance of, not being affected by him, because people are able to keep him out of their homes. That's something.
To have
Yes,
power
yes.
over everything is to grow bored eventually.
Perhaps he was luring people here to have some sport with them. I know my people are
Megalomaniac.
cruel like that and love to torment people rather than just kill them.
Yes.
They're not really my people, but you know what I mean.
His peeps.
Your native culture.
Yes.
There you go. Welcome to the church.
Take me to the church.
Okay.
I will go and try the door.
Okay.
How do we get our characters on the map? Or you have to do that, right?
Alright.
I can't do that.
Now let's see if this will work. I'm gonna make
So,
a
does
nature
anyone
check
know a way to change the
from the
picture
browser
in...
on my phone
Aha!
instead.
I did it.
Oh,
Nope, that's the one I grabbed.
how'd you do it?
I just went to my name and dragged it.
Your name.
I can make more Koras. We can have triplets.
Oh,
Like
I did
this?
it too. That
Oh,
was
no.
really
Worked for
exciting.
me.
Look, we got siblings.
I
Yeah,
got
snifflings.
Snifflings.
She's gone.
That worked for me. Oh,
Yeah,
did you do that or did I do that?
I did that.
Oh, I can't control them.
They have snifflings. Oh
Do you
no.
have any idea how to change my actual picture in the above my
Yeah.
text there? I haven't been able to do that.
Right click. Sorry, click on.
You clickety on your name in the
Click, click.
thing. Clickety
Single
clickety.
click?
You can, yeah, to open up the thing, and then you can go to bio, and like it says like bio and info, and you edit there, and then you can add it's like default token, that part, optional, and then you put the stuff in, and then use selected token.
Yeah, I had that.
Sounds
We're
but
a
like
really
work.
weird looking group.
Here we are.
Yeah,
Even weirder than
y'all
our
are
previous
so
group.
like the three of you besides Filbert are also white oriented.
Right?
So white.
So
Okay.
Like
white.
white wings, white fur, white hair, white. Yeah, so it's like, ooh.
But
As-
my
as
character
Hey, all of
actually,
our clothes is green and brown.
I said
Ramsey
my
goes
character
to
actually
the door.
underneath his fur, he has dark skin. So you just can't see it because he's covered with fur.
Ramses goes to the door, and the
Yes.
door is
I'm just
open to
white.
reveal a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel. The hall is unlit and reeks of mildew. 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hall, lead to adjacent chambers. You can see that the chapel is strewn with debris, and you hear a soft voice from within reciting a prayer. Suddenly, the prayer is blotted out by an inhuman scream that rises up from beneath the wooden floor.
Fuck. Okay.
We enter.
We're
Move,
gonna enter, yeah.
moving forward to wherever the guy is praying.
Is he still praying or is he distracted by the inhuman screaming?
He is momentarily distracted by the screaming, but he goes back to praying.
Oh, so it's common?
Yeah, or at least
Oi.
not that unexpected.
Like, oi, mate, what's the screaming about downstairs, dude?
Oh,
What the
oh,
heck is
we can open
this?
doors? Oh my gosh. That's cool.
Oh, I thought I did that.
Hey, praying
Yeah,
dude.
I haven't
Oi.
actually used the door feature very much, but yeah, Roll20 has doors now.
I can't
I,
control
I
my character.
I moved my icon and smacked straight into the wall because it wouldn't let me pass. I was like, what's happening?
You shall not
I can't move my
pass.
character.
Okay, let me see if I can do that.
I also can't. I changed the image in there and it still doesn't change it on the
I wonder if that
UI.
you have to get pull the new icon out. You know? Like it doesn't automatically change. Maybe you have to pull a new thingy.
Oops.
Open the door.
Yeah, 1 second.
No, I was
Hey, I made it in.
I just saw her pacing back and forth in front of the door. I'm like, you can open it. You can open it.
Okay, Sherlock, you can be on the move now.
Yeah.
Do you guys see the character in the chapel?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks
Yeah.
like Gabriel
Yeah.
Iglesias, the comedian.
Okay.
He looks like one of his eyes is a little bit more bulging than the other.
Oh, yes. The chapel
I
is
couldn't tell he had
shambles.
I thought his head was
we'll
just
just
misshapen.
we'll call him Fluffy.
He looks a bit like the albino from the Princess Bride.
Princess Bride. Yeah.
The chapel is a shambles, with overturned and broken pews littering the dusty floor. Dozens of candles mounted in candlesticks and candelabras light every dusty corner in a fervent attempt to rid the chapel of shadows. At the far end of the church sits a claw-scarred altar, behind which kneels a priest in soiled vestments. Next to him hangs a long, thick rope that stretches up into the bell tower.
Does
From
anyone
beneath
know
the
Hi.
chapel floor, you hear a young man's voice cry out, "Father, I'm starving."
Oh dear.
Oh, drat.
I'm kill people.
You can't do that.
Hi there. What's going
Uh,
on?
Think your
Yeah.
son could use a good berry?
He
Let's
turns
go
towards
get
you, his
there.
voice from uttering prayers throughout the night, it looks like. His voice is hoarse and weak. His eyes dart around the room. And his dark circles around his eyes indicate that he does not sleep very much. Uh, what are you doing here? You know it's not safe. I told
Offering good
everyone.
berries.
Who are you?
We
We
don't
are
know, actually.
We've come
Yeah.
to help.
Help? Oh, help! Like that wizard fellow went off the storm Ravenloft.
No, we're not like that guy.
It's good. He took my son with him. That fool.
So what's the howling voice from downstairs then?
Well, he went off with this wizard in black robes.
Well,
I assumed he had died, but he came back. He's not
And
the
you
same as he was.
and you now keep him under the floor.
Well,
To
what else am I
starve
supposed to do?
seems cruel.
Can't let him out.
Kill him.
Kill everyone. He's
Why-
my
Then
why-
kill
what-
him.
What is
your
he?
son?
What is he?
I don't.
Is he a vampire or a werewolf?
He could be a
He's my
doppelberry.
son. He's Doru.
What?
Doru, your son.
Yes.
Okay.
Fallon's just gonna walk over to like the pit and
What-
Me too.
just shout
There's a pit.
You can't see
wherever
any
that guy
pit.
is. Oh yeah, she's not gonna look.
It's actually coming up through the wooden floor. You can't see any
Oh.
path down or gap.
That's fine. She's not really looking, so she's just gonna walk over to where like it around where it is, and
Mhm.
kind of like, and just shout down, goes, "What are you?"
The voice back comes up and says, I am a good little boy who's been very harshly judged.
What did you
What
do?
do you want to eat?
Um, Apples?
Apples. Here, try this good berry. I'll toss a good berry down there.
Yeah, bacon
There's
wrapped
nowhere to
good
put
berry
anything
goodness.
down.
Oh,
It's
there's no
under the
opening?
floor.
Okay.
There is no
Yeah, you're
opening.
having a conversation through a wood floor.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You can squish it
I'm
through the
gonna-
cracks in the floor. Here, have one of these.
I'm gonna look at the priest guy there, and it's like, have you fed him food?
No, he won't eat anything. Except
Okay.
he wants out. I
He wants raw meat.
don't know how he's still moving around down there. It's been so long.
Did you see fangs?
Like these? I point to a tusk.
Insight. He's not answering you.
Hey, I'm pretty good at insight. Oop,
We can
I did
roll-
not
we can
roll
roll an
well
insight?
though.
I did.
Woof.
I can
That was an
I
8.
can introduce your face to the floor.
Yeah, Ramses. Yeah, like, and Shabaka. Yeah, like, the answer to this question is yes, and he's stumbling over the words.
You
Fang.
realize that he is gone and that he needs to be put to final rest. As a priest, you should have done this already.
I'll do it for you.
No, you can't. You
Why not?
can't. He returned me. I will rescue him. I'll convert him, or we'll work through it.
Listen, do you have a cure for vampirism?
I'm working on one. I'm praying every day.
Yeah.
One day.
Your
Great
gods
solution.
aren't listening to you here. Don't you know that?
Well, I still cast. I can do things, he says, and he kind of like moves his hands like he's
Can I
casting
make
something.
a history roll to see if there's ever been somebody who's been like cured of vampirism?
Sure.
I mean, it's not going to be good because I've got a shitty history score, but
Mhm.
I'm very
Actually, yeah,
curious
Ramsey
to see.
should know that too.
Oof,
Yep.
I rolled not well.
I will try as well, but I don't expect to roll super great. Oh, well, 15.
Better than me.
Yeah, you're not really drawing on like huge relevant sources of information, but neither of you can recall anything of the sort.
This is where our no intelligence party is really going to hinder us. Can I make a medicine check to see if anyone has ever cured a vampire?
Oh my raw.
You can make a medicine check to see if you know how to cure someone of vampirism.
Sure, I'm way better at medicine, and I rolled even worse.
I wouldn't
My natural one.
Hey,
Nope.
You certainly do not.
wouldn't a wooden
not
stick
rolling
would
well.
cure somebody of vampirism.
Yeah, you're thinking remove curse and silver weapons and full moon. No, wait, that's werewolves.
And a wooden stake through the
Yeah.
heart.
Yep.
No, we would have to first kill the vampire that did
Right.
this to your son before you could potentially
not a bad
bring him
idea.
back.
Well, I mean, has he attacked anyone?
No, he's been locked in the basement. I won't let him attack anyone.
I mean, did he attack you?
I
How
want
did you get him locked down
insight
there?
check on that if he's
Well,
actually telling the
Yeah,
truth there.
every family fights.
Is he telling the truth on that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Really? It's the highest I've rolled.
Someone in the group in the chat said rolls to cure the suck disease but can't.
Right?
Big
Yeah.
sad.
Sad face.
Big sad.
I need something to cure my sucky rolls at this point. Woof.
I could cast guidance on you.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Does anyone have bless?
I
So
do
you-
have bless, but that's
Voice
not.
comes up from downstairs. This man, he's not my father. He locked me down here. He's insane. You have to
You
let
were
me out.
literally just calling him father.
Oh yeah. Well, he
I
is
mean-
insane, he says.
Yeah, fair enough. Fallon's gonna look at the group and just be like, I mean, we can just leave.
Runs in
Well,
the
this guy's gonna fall asleep at some point, and then he's just gonna get out. So I think that's a good idea.
Are you praying for inspiration, or are you praying to keep him contained?
I'm praying for both. I want him to need him to stay here. I pray for my own strength so I can stay awake,
How,
and for some
Can't you
inspiration for
lock
how
the
to
door?
cure him.
How
was that?
how is this
can
like,
he just lock the
secured?
door?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I can lock the door, I mean, but a door that's not monitored will be broken eventually.
Does he have like supernatural strength or something?
I mean, he's the spawn of Strahd.
Huh.
So
So
yeah, he's strong.
I think
If he directly got made by Strahd, that would be proof that Strahd was Stradivarius.
is he wearing armor?
Are you gonna heat metal him?
No, he's wearing nothing but the clothes he was wearing when he left.
Whoa.
Well, maybe we can offer him some metal armor.
So if we
Here,
kill
could you put this
Strahd, it
on?
might cure him.
No, if chances are, if we kill Strahd, at least that would release his soul.
Would it though?
Who are you asking?
No, she was talking.
The room.
The room? Yeah.
Mhm.
Donovich says maybe.
I like that plan.
I've
Does
never
he?
heard of that, but maybe.
Does Donovich have a title as like is he reverend or something? Like father, you know?
Father.
Yes. Yes.
Damn, maybe
So
he
that's-
isn't his father.
That's why I was
Yeah. Is this your
Well,
actual
Junior.
son or just one of your flock?
No, this is
that what they
my
call it?
son. Yeah. I'm not like I'm the person that we all decided should run the chapel when
You're like a
when the time
democratically
came to find a
elected
new
priest.
person.
Interesting.
But you're an actual like cleric, right? With spells and stuff.
Yes. Yes.
Insight check on that. 11.
You find no evidence of deception in
Okay.
with an 11.
tell me, father. That sounds so awkward. I don't like that. We don't say things like that in my culture.
I was gonna say-
I don't wish to.
Would you rather say daddy?
No.
Dad,
Let's
Take
not do
back. Well, tell me, do you know how to bring someone back to life?
Oh, no, not even close to that. I
Then your
can.
son has no hope. And she backs away. she's
Um,
out.
oh wow.
Okay, roll persuasion.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Wow.
I
You
didn't.
got a
Out.
persuasion roll out of that. Nice.
Oh,
Oh,
I got a nat
come
1.
on.
She wasn't
Come
trying to
on.
persuade anyone.
Well,
Wow.
then that was the right roll.
Yeah. Yeah. If you,
Yep.
do you have a way to resurrect someone? No, then your son has no hope.
There's always hope, he says. Well, till I draw my last breath, there will be hope.
Do you know what if you're gonna need some rest if you want to keep watching this your son?
Yeah.
Oh my, would you help?
Of
Would you watch for a
course.
while so I could rest?
Here, have a good berry.
Yes, have
Oh
Good
my
berry has
God.
some medicinal ability.
I thought I had to carry this burden alone. That's so. And then, do you mind then if I take a nap?
Go ahead.
Well, that means we have to stay here and watch him.
Yep.
Unless you would
Yeah.
convince him to take a nap back at the inn.
So he opens
No.
up. Oops, I did the
Ooh.
wrong.
Yep.
I did hide instead of reveal.
That's scary.
Momentarily, he opens this door here, and you catch a glimpse inside to see a bedroom, which is the one he
Uh-huh.
goes into, and he lays down on the cot, and he is asleep when his head hits the pillow and snoring.
So now that he's gone, should we take care of this?
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't give him my word or anything. Keep it
Does
alive.
anyone have the ability to remove vampirism from somebody?
No.
Wasn't completely
I can
there
try
yet.
casting Moonbeam on him.
I mean, I think we should just.
Cleansed by
As far as
fire.
I
Here we
know,
go.
there's not a single way to cure this. So
I think that might cure him.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You guys,
Yeah.
none of your avenues of investigation. Not all your rolls were great, but none of your avenues of investigation came with
none
anything.
of the ways were very good.
Yeah, the only thing Cora suspects is, again, the only release is through death, and then the only way to retrieve him is through resurrection. So,
Hold on. Maybe we should wait to kill him until after we've visited Madame Eva. She might know something.
That's fair.
She sees the future, right?
Okay.
Uh,
I'm gonna summon.
I did not take very good notes on that.
I'm gonna summon EP, and EP can keep a watch and make sure this guy doesn't leave, and then we can go do that, right?
Well, Madame Eva's in a different town.
Oh, sorry. I
He's
thought you meant
Fujitsu.
go to
It's
the
like-
the.
Yeah, 2 or 3
Vistani.
miles out of this town.
Vistani.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 miles, that's not that far.
EP will last for an hour.
We will not. do that.
Unlikely to get there and do a thing and get back in an hour.
Plus, we were going to go to the Burgomaster first, weren't we?
Yeah.
How long are we gonna let this guy sleep? Do we think?
I was just thinking that. Or you guys just gonna wander off now that he's asleep?
No,
No, we could
no, that's not
do
my.
stuff.
I will wait here.
Cora's already made herself comfortable as much as she could be.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
I will pray for a
I'll
bit.
I'll summon EP to stay with you, and if you need us, just send him to me.
Fair.
All right. I summon EP as a. I'll just summon him as an owl.
Okay.
That'd be the fastest.
Yeah. You hurry up, get them. Waddle,
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 faster.
waddle. He's slower than them fucking over. All right, so Owl EP sits with you guys, and I guess the rest of us will go to the
That plan?
other thing.
Sure.
And then when we come back, we'll take care of that guy.
There we go.
Hmm.
While we're gone, they're totally gonna kill him.
Yeah, interesting. I think I might have accidentally darkened a few maps. Let me just hit a reveal on that.
It is dark.
Maybe that's why it didn't work for me. There we are.
There, hey. Look, there is
Okay.
sunlight here. Neat.
A weary-looking mansion squats behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision.
Where is
Weeds
this?
stroke the ground and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet, against the walls, the growth has been tramped down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw marks have stripped the once beautiful finish of the walls. Great black marks tell of the fires that have been assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with the stains of evil omen.
Is this house here at the bottom?
It's
Yes.
the reddish one at the bottom, yep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
And everyone who's there can make a DC 11 perception roll.
Are we abandoning our station at the church to be doing this?
you
I'm-
two are
I'm
staying,
staying.
and the rest of us are over there.
Who are staying?
I
I
am.
thought you
Woof,
said you
man.
were, actually. Or was it?
Oh man. Oh,
My
good. Somebody did it.
stellar rolls are really
Filbert
still coming
was the one who
through.
noticed.
Okay.
Nice work.
Amazing powers of observation.
We have a +5 and a
I am a
+6, but the guy with a
professional.
+2 did it. You
Don't
are an
do this at
investigator.
Yeah,
home.
the +5 and +6 rolled 9s.
All around the mansion, as well as the scores of wolf paw prints and human footprints, are the footprints made by zombies and ghouls.
Oh man.
I love that you can identify those as
Lovely.
different than human.
Mm-hmm. They
Drag marks.
shamble and they drag their feet.
Yeah,
One
and
foot
the
goes sideways.
Maybe
and
someone's
ghouls
just
have
really
like pointy
tired.
toes.
Also, I think the zombie that made that one was probably just a leg.
One leg dragging along.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, there's little scratches in the earth next to it saying brains. Brains.
They took the time to write that.
Okay. The front door opens, and Ismark pops his head out and says, "Hurry, come inside."
All right. We
And
come
you hear
inside.
a woman's voice behind him. It's like, "Don't say that." He's like, "Sorry."
It's okay, we're not vampires.
And
Exactly
you
what a
head
vampire
in.
would say.
We wouldn't.
The interior of the mansion is well furnished, yet the fixtures show signs of great wear. Noticeable oddities are the boarded up windows and the presence of holy symbols in every room. The burgomaster is in a side drawing room on the floor, lying in a simple wooden coffin surrounded by wilted flowers and the faint odor of decay.
Damn, can no one here catch gentle repose?
This is
No.
the guy who died, right?
Yep.
Did he die? What did they say he died of?
Like a
Heart attack.
Heart attack. Okay. I just want to go look at the body and just see if I can notice anything that seems unusual. Like,
Yeah, can I make a medicine check to see if there are any signs of poison?
Mhm. Yeah, sure.
all right, let's go do that.
Oh, and my
Hey,
rolls
20,
are
22.
still not great. Ooh, 19. Okay, my roll was better that time.
Continuing.
Well,
was
you're
gonna get another
listening,
9.
tells you the story that wolves and other terrible creatures attacked the house night after night for weeks. The burgomaster's heart couldn't stand the constant assault, and he died 3 days ago. Strangely, since his death, the house has not come under attack. And yes, the signs of like the blood pooling and stuff like that are consistent with a heart attack or that type of death.
Okay. And does he? I check his mouth and see if he has any fangs.
And he does not.
Okay.
Also, it's been multiple days since he was killed, and he hasn't risen.
Okay.
If somebody's gonna turn to a vampire, they rise the next day.
Okay. So, what what can we do to help here?
Well, I know why my brother brought you here. I know he doesn't like me being in this town anymore that's caused so much trouble. I can't go like this, my father lying on the floor.
Why hasn't he had a funeral?
Because she shakes her hands vaguely north. They haven't been able to provide any services at the chapel.
Oh,
What's going
yeah.
on up there, and I don't know why. But I refuse to leave while my father lays here rotting.
Well, we're guarding that place, so do you want us to escort you up there and someone
I
can
mean,
do
we
it?
have a
Right.
cleric. Might be able to perform the ceremony for you.
He must
And define
be
rotting.
buried in the unless you don't think that we could.
Well, the other problem is it looks like there's signs of zombies outside. Have you had problems with those? Because you may not want to bury him there where someone could raise him as a zombie.
The zombies are not raised out of there. I don't know where they come from. Strahd finds them somewhere. There is a strange occurrence from that graveyard. Actually, midnight every night, the souls of the hundreds of adventurers who have thrown themselves at
Hundreds.
Strahd's walls and fought him over the many years rise,
Ooh.
and their ghosts perform the walk to Ravenloft Castle every night at midnight.
Hundreds.
Hundreds. Yes.
Oh. This that's some disturbing information.
It's not fun to watch either.
What do these
Most
spirits
don't close their
do?
windows. Pardon?
What do these spirits do then? There.
Well, we don't follow them into the castle.
They just
They
walk
walk.
from here?
They walk the whole way down the road, up across the pass, all the way to the castle gates, and they go inside, and that's as far as anyone has followed them. Lived to tell about it.
Oh. Well,
But they do the walk again the next night.
strange. Anyway, I guess would you like us to help you bring your father up to the graveyard?
Please, none of the villagers will help. I think they're all afraid of me since. And she pulls down her collar a bit, and you can see the tooth marks on her neck.
Yes, let's get the father up there, and then get the girl somewhere safer. Also, do you know any reason why Strahd might be singling her out, or does this just happen to everybody eventually?
Ismark says, "No, it's most unusual. I have no idea what could be drawing him to Arena.
Out of character question, is she hot?
She is attractive, yes.
Cool.
My character
Oh
can't
my
tell.
That might be
God.
Well,
why.
there's that.
All humans look the same to him.
Yeah.
Who's with us? We got Filbert and Phelan, right? Fallon?
Yeah.
So
Ramses and Cora are in the church.
I'm
still.
not very strong, so Filbert maybe could help carry the coffin with the other guy.
I can help too.
Yeah, I was assuming you would. I'll just supervise.
Oh, really not that strong.
Yeah.
Oh, she is hot. Okay.
Oh wow. Is she an adventurer?
She has darker
But
skin
she
wearing
has
armor?
a sword. I love that for her.
Is she actually wearing armor in this?
She's not wearing it today, but she has some for travel.
Okay. I'll tell her gather your supplies for travel, because we're going to leave today, I believe.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, and that's the
brother.
that's the brother of the guy who was in the tavern last night.
That is the guy that was in the tavern, yeah.
Oh, this is the guy that was in the tavern.
The lesser, that seems really rude.
Yeah,
Right.
there's a nickname because his father was the mayor.
Yeah, and that's like unnecessary.
Yes.
It's kind of like
Yeah, I do.
Junior, but in a world like this, he's
That's
the lesser.
Junior, but like way ruder.
Yep. Yeah, it's not a happy place.
Damn.
Let's see.
So his father was called Ismark too?
Did the wrong one there. Hold on.
No, it's like
No.
Kolyani.
No. Yeah.
He's insane.
Fine.
Yeah. That one wasn't actually supposed to. The Donovich
I'll
isn't
close
supposed
that
to be
one.
shown. That was my bad. Hold on. See if I can undo
He
that.
is
There.
really weird looking.
Oh my gosh, my dad's asleep. I've been suspecting it
almost
for the
time.
last couple minutes, but
Okay, we should probably just get to
Yeah, so actually you guys will pack up the body and start carrying it up, and we'll get you to the gates of the chapel, and
Body
then
over the
we'll.
shoulder. Here we go.
Yeah, we're like pallbearers.
Yep. The townsfolk basically just board their windows as you go past. Nobody participates or even watches you go. Everyone basically hides as soon as your
So we sing.
procession goes down the street.
We should
Fucking
sing.
cowards.
But you pull up to the front of the chapel, and yeah, I guess you'll probably want to wait there while you get things sorted. And we'll do that next time.
All right.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
We almost got into combat.
Almost. Next time.
Next time
Ooh.
on
Probably.
Curse of
Next time there's going to
Strahd.
be combat between my shovel and the dirt.
Gee.
Yeah, you're gonna do
Ooh,
your job.
you're gonna get to meet the gravedigger there.
Gonna be the shoveler.
Mhm.
I'm going to be the shoveler,
You shovel well.
Remember, there's that gravedigger who's gonna like your shovel.
right?
Periwinkle. Yes.
Oh yeah, Periwimple. What a name.
Periwimple.
Some of these people have like the most Russian names I've ever heard, and then there's Periwimple.
Right?
Donovich.
Gotta be a
They're like,
halfling.
this is Donovich.
Donovich.
And I'm like, alright, cool. So
Imark.
this is like Russia. And then it's like, I turn around and they're like, this is the gravedigger, Periwimple.
Barovia.
I'm like, sorry, what?
Periwinkle has a name actually. It's
And then, yeah, Irina is kind of also.
Yep.
Yeah.
Slavic.
Yeah, it's
Periwinkle.
definitely Baltic, Slavic,
Yeah.
Mhm.
that area.
Purple Cantamere.
Transylvanian.
Eastern European.
Yep.
Mhm.
Purple Cantamere is Periwimple's real name.
Oh.
Purple
Kentamere?
Cantamere.
That just sounds weirdly British compared to all the other names.
Canterbury.
Yeah,
There's
like
a-
Canterbury Tales.
Like the mirror part, MIR as the suffix on it.
Oh,
I think
Mir.
that-
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's-
Cantimir.
Yeah. I think that's vaguely Eastern.
Yeah, it depends on how you say it.
I guess Barovia is just like generally Eastern European area.
Yeah,
Barovia.
I think the source material.
Which is why I'm
being
shocked they
Pennsylvania
had
and all
wine
that.
and no vodka. Like, this seemed like a vodka place.
Yeah.
Right? All the
Cool.
potatoes.
We've got the potatoes.
They could definitely grow potatoes here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Cool.
They don't need a lot of light.
Uh,
All right, so I guess that's our episode. Are we anywhere close to leveling up?
No,
right.
it's
Yeah,
We
progression
haven't
this
done
time.
anything.
Yeah.
This is one of the things I really miss about experience points. Is experience points you give some every week, and this
Yeah.
one many weeks go by with nothing, and then it's like there's a big thing, but then
Yeah, then you
I
say,
don't-
oh, okay, you level up today. So then we're just
We
going to ask
also-
every week.
yeah,
We also started at a higher level than you're supposed to
Yeah.
in Strahd, I think. So
That'd be a while.
there's it's actually written to start at 3rd, but then
Oh.
there's like another adventure that you can throw in
To get you there.
that it's like if you do it in kind of 2 parts, you can give a level for each part to get people up to 3rd.
Yeah.
But the early encounters are actually balanced for 3rd, and you can easily get yourself into a tough situation in the woods or something like that just by going
I'm
off the
sure
path.
we will.
Yeah. Well, but it would have been like
Our
the first session, like if you'd gone off the woods, if the opening encounter had been good for first level group, and you were going to come here to the village and do the first level scenario, anywhere you went between the gate and here that was not on the road could have led to a TPK pretty much. Also, the scenario that takes you from 1st to 3rd kills people really bad. So
Woof.
yeah.
Is it a murder house?
and we're a party of no intelligence points, so I don't know how well this is gonna go.
Right?
Yeah.
But that's with just
Right.
that scenario, just like it's in an appendix. It's not like a real scenario. It's like we added this so you can get people from 1st to 3rd if you really want to.
Yeah.
And I just did not. I just cut it. That's
Fair.
not the way we're doing it.
No, thank you.
So
Yes.
for next week we have everybody back in their
Yep.
homes.
Yes.
So we'll be playing
That's good.
normal. And for the following week, there's some people missing.
For the week after that, I'm out. Yep. I'm traveling, and there's not going to be a chance to.
Okay, so you're
Play
traveling,
before
and Wazubi, are you also out that week?
I
2
don't.
weeks from
I'm
now?
missing. I'm gonna miss another Tuesday, but I don't remember when it is right now. I'm booking some travel.
Okay, let us know in the chat, because if you and Jesse aren't gonna be there, we should probably just cancel. But if everyone except Jesse's gonna be there, I'll do Vampirian.
Okay, sounds good.
Red Vampirian.
I do have a question. Is the campaign stuff shared with it? Because I accidentally deleted one of my spells and I can't add it back for some reason.
That happened to.
I was having trouble with it too. I
Vince,
can't.
too. Yeah, it was supposed to still be shared. I'll have to double check that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
maybe
have
if you
time.
can
But I was
turn it off and on again.
like
The IT
trying to
answer.
determine whether or not I was trying to look at green flame blade versus the booming blade, and I accidentally deleted green flame blade, and now I can't add
Oops.
it back on.
Mhm.
You
I
feel
can.
shame.
First thing I'll do is I'll turn that on. Oh no, it got turned off. That's so weird.
Ah, that's why.
Like optional.
There you go.
thing.
It's on again.
On again. Okay, let's see if
On
I can
again,
see.
off again.
See if I can see player's handbook now. Sources. Or what are the unusual books you have? Tasha's?
Tasha's,
Tasha's.
Zenithos, and Mordenkainen's.
Ah, yeah, I can see it now. Cool.
You can see clearly now.
Where is my class subclass?
Rain is
Does
gone.
anyone know which book the Moon Druid subclass is in?
I thought that was the normal one.
Oh, it's
I
just
thought
in
that,
player's
yeah.
handbook?
I think
I
so.
don't.
I think so. I mean, that's one of the like classic.
Classic.
Yeah, you've already got it because I dragged it on for you before.
Yeah, I had it, but I just couldn't look anything up.
All right, okay.
So now I can.
Moon. Yeah, it's just the standard one.
Cool. Thanks for coming out,
All
everybody.
right.
There we go.
Thank you.
All right.
Cool.
Great. I'm glad that's solved.
See
Okay.
y'all in a week.
Do we have any
Yep.
any other
Some
things to
people
say?
there.
Anyone want to say
I
anything
don't.
after this?
Brockovia.
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 Welcome to Brockovia.
What kind of booze you could make from broccoli?
Oh no.
And we've already
Can you
mentioned
make
emperor penguins since I have
Yep.
summoned
Mhm. And
my penguin owl.
we didn't meet any cougars today, so
No cougars.
No
especially not
cougars.
pink ones.
Well, unless you. How old is that daughter?
She looks not cougar
looks
old
young.
enough to be
Not
a
cougar old. Okay.
No.
By the way, my running theory is because she's hot, he wants to make her his vampire queen.
Okay, but Irina and Cora's coloring is very similar, so I'm concerned for myself.
Yo, we can use you as bait. Bait
Yeah,
it.
he's after you if he can't get her.
I literally, you could crack my spine like a glow stick because I already glow in the freaking.
Nice.
My
I'm concerned.
vampire bride.
Don't worry, Fallon will look out for you.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I need it.
We
He's
got
always
our
ready for a fight.
Yeah, we've got our parties back.
All right,
Cool.
we'll see everybody next week. Have a good.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Good week.
Later, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
He definitely needs to go to sleep. Father definitely needs to go to
Yes.
sleep.
Yes.
Oh,
You already
Yes, I
passed
gotta
out
get
on
up
it.
at 7.
You also because you fell
gotta get-
asleep.
No, I didn't.
You did. I could pull back the recording when it's
A
posted.
new person
and
in
give
chat
you
said
the
you're all a juice
timestamp.
box to Strahd.
We're all.
That's
We're
a
all
good one.
just
I like that.
Kool-Aid,
Yeah, we're
we're all
Oh,
just Capri
gosh.
Suns, ready to be
it's
get
yeah,
poked.
It's not just Cora, it's everyone here. We all have different flavors. I call being like a Caribbean blue, or like it's the Caribbean one
Yeah.
juice box. That's what I want to be.
I'll take key lime.
You have a key lime juice box. This is a margarita.
Yeah, there
He
you
almost
go.
got my ranger.
Well, we have a ranger in the party who can get got to. We
Yeah.
can protect
Yeah.
And she is reckless.
Yes.
her. That's my girl.
But she is a werewolf, so maybe she's gonna join his
Not
side.
a werewolf.
No, she's not.
She hates vampires and kind of doesn't seem to like werewolves that much either.
They were bad.
They were bad,
Bad
werewolves.
We were giving werewolves a bad name.
Bad doggy. Bad doggy.
Oh my god.
He just doesn't like people who murder people. Not a fan.
Not a
Fluffy.
fan.
Except us.
Well, I mean,
We-
yeah, but
We
we're
only murder
doing
the bad people.
murderers.
We can do it.
We're
They
murdering
need to
murderers.
step down.
Yeah. Step
We're
off,
just the
bad
Death
guys,
Note
or
guy.
you're gonna get murdered. All right. That's enough posturing out of us.
All right. Guten Nacht.
Good night.
Guten Nacht, mein Freund. Said
And we
English.
are out of here. Outro.